Once upon a time, in a vast savanna, there lived an old man named Kazi. Kazi had spent his entire life wandering through the grassy plains, learning from the rhythm of the wind and the whispers of the ancient trees. His eyes sparkled with the wisdom of years well lived, and his wrinkled face told tales of both joy and sorrow. One day, as Kazi rested under the shade of a baobab tree, a majestic lion approached him. The lion, named Mara, had a golden mane that glistened in the sunlight. Instead of fear, Kazi felt a strange sense of calmness as the lion sat beside him. "Why aren't you afraid, old man?" Mara asked, curious about Kazi's tranquil demeanor. Kazi smiled gently, his eyes reflecting the depth of his experiences. "Fear, my friend, is a shadow that diminishes the light of life. I have learned that life truly begins where fears end." Intrigued, Mara urged Kazi to share his wisdom. And so, under the vast African sky, Kazi began to tell a tale that intertwined the essence of life with the wisdom he had gathered over the years. Once, in a distant village, there lived a man named Django. Django was known for his courage and resilience. However, he harbored a deep fear of the unknown. One day, he decided to embark on a journey to confront his fears and discover the true meaning of life. As Django ventured into the wilderness, he encountered challenges that tested his resolve. He faced storms that shook the very ground beneath him, and encountered darkness that seemed infinite. Yet, with each trial, Django chose to confront his fears rather than retreat. During his journey, Django stumbled upon a cave where an old sage resided. The sage, much like myself, had weathered the storms of life and embraced the beauty hidden within challenges. Django sought guidance, asking how to find the purpose that would make his life meaningful. The sage looked at Django with kind eyes and shared the secret of a fulfilled life. "Life begins where fears end, my child. Embrace the storms, for they will sculpt your character. Walk through the darkness, for it will reveal the light within you." Empowered by these words, Django continued his journey, facing fears head-on. He climbed mountains that touched the heavens and crossed rivers that seemed bottomless. Along the way, he met fellow travelers who shared their stories, and in doing so, Django learned the universal truth that binds us all: the journey is the destination, and courage is the compass that guides us through it. Django returned to his village not as a man who had conquered the world, but as someone who had conquered his own fears. His heart brimmed with gratitude for the journey that had shaped him. And so, surrounded by the warmth of his community, Django realized that life's true beauty lies in the willingness to face the unknown and embrace it with open arms. As Kazi finished his tale, Mara, the lion, nodded thoughtfully. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow across the savanna. In that moment, under the canvas of the African sky, the lion and the old man shared a silent understanding: life truly begins where fears end.